Hi everybody, I'm Shelowann of Peace Dove Herbalist Mediumship School.
Hey there, it's Jeanette from Joyful Jeanette.
And I'm Adele Marie of Angelic Wise Ones, and welcome to Girl Talk at Spirit Talk Time.
Yeah.
How's everybody tonight? Yay! We are rocking over here. We want to thank our back crew right off the bat: Eurydia, Linda, Karen, and Brooke.
Hey,
With a
hey,
little bit of male energy up there with Tiger.
That's right.
Yes. So thanks, guys. They're taking care of that back end over here of our camera and lights. You know, so I had an experience, and so I just wanted to put it out to you guys.
All right.
So reunions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whether it be a high school reunion, whether it be
Yeah.
a family reunion,
They're always fun.
whether it be a neighborhood reunion, and you're out, you're meeting everybody, and you're talking to them and everything, and you run into the crush that you had in school.
Yeah.
And he now is different.
Do tell.
Different in
Do
what way?
tell.
He could be different for the fact that
He could be better or he could be worse than what he
this
was.
is true.
All right, that's fair. Thank
This
you.
is true.
That was
Right.
nice.
Gotta be a balance.
He could be sitting there and he could be that shining energy going, whoa, and he's just like doing that Hallmark moment with Jeanette, right?
But I'm
Slow-mo.
thinking mostly it doesn't happen that way. That's what I'm thinking.
You know, as you're standing there and you're talking and you're saying hi to everybody, you just look between the two heads, and there you spot him on
And
the
then
other side
you don't
over
see
there,
anything else.
right?
You're just
So
like,
Sarah.
And it's just like, you know, do you sit there
Where's
and
the
you
King Sarah?
do you sit there and do you stare him down, or you just sit
What
there
do
and
you
like
do?
look and go, and then
Right.
keep doing your
yes,
thing.
you give that look. You give like,
I vote for
And
B,
then you go,
B, not A.
and then you
B.
move on.
And then you move on.
Because it can't be like that easy. You gotta be like,
Why not?
yeah, I see that, and then you
Men
go over
like
here.
a
That's
challenge.
right.
Men
That's-
like a challenge.
Men like a
He would come,
challenge.
you have to come to me.
He would have to come to you? Yes.
Yes.
And that's the thing, too. Okay, so, you know, he's still decent and everything else like that. And you're like, oh, okay, well, good. As you're talking to everybody, and now your mind's sitting there going, well, you know, he's really not, hey, he did pretty good. I wonder if he was married. Like, did he do, right?
Yeah.
So, but then you're sitting there, you're talking to people, and there's this person that comes through the crowd, and she just keeps staring at you. And you're like, I don't know who that is. And you end up finding out that was the one. And now, like, you know, he doesn't have as much hair anymore, and
Had one too many beers.
had a couple,
what happened?
what happened?
What
Like
happened?
that Mack truck and you got to know each
Like,
other, right?
Almost to where, not being rude, just being honest, like you don't even recognize.
Yes, you don't
You
recognize
really
him.
don't recognize the
that's- yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
what happened? Yeah.
do you sit there and you know still like interact? What kind of signals do you put out?
Not no romantic signals.
No.
Not no let's hook
No.
up signals. Hey, how you
think of
doing? How you been?
How you
You
been?
gotta act right, or I'm gonna turn around and walk in the other direction.
Yeah.
Vibes. 'Cause he
Force
could be a
field
jerk.
goes up.
Because now
Yeah.
you are like perfect, right?
Yeah.
And stuff, and you're
I've
just
been
like,
through the ring
and
and
then-
came out in the
Yeah.
light.
right, and you're sitting there going like, did I really think that was like hot?
Wow.
I
Right,
know,
you know?
right? You're
Right.
like, what was going on?
That's
in my
like waking
mind
up
back
after a
then?
night of drinking and you see
Exactly.
somebody in the light and you're
Exactly.
like,
Oh yes.
Mm.
You know, it was funny. I just did, you know, the neighborhood reunion, and the one girl, she's sitting there and she goes, "Oh my God, you haven't changed a bit, and you have no wrinkles." I said, "Thank God, there's no light in this room," you know. But that was her saying that she did to a couple of individuals, and we were all sitting there cracking up, laughing, going, "Man, they turn on these lights. We got to be out of here before they do that,
Yeah.
right?" We remember those days that you
Oh,
know
gosh, yeah.
and stuff. Like the lights all of a sudden come on, it's like,
You're like,
whoosh,
"Ooh."
wow.
and you're going,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Thank you.
rude.
That's when I got my shades, right? Just put them on. I'm cool. I'm out of here, right? So, but what I think is interesting too, the guys that nobody really paid that much attention to,
Good point.
you're looking at them going,
Mhm.
"Dang,
Look at you."
yeah,
Yep.
you did good for yourself. You took
Right?
care of yourself and everything, and you look pretty sharp over there." You know, and then they come over and want to hang out with you, and you're like, I don't know about that, but
But that does seem to happen a lot too.
Yes.
So things are
Yes.
never what they seem.
yeah.
Man.
But I also think it's generation wise because I know with this reunion I just went to, it was the guys, I recognized their eyes first. Because when they looked at me and they said, "Oh my God, Adele, how are you?" I'm looking at their eyes going, "I know you." And I'm trying to remember your name. So then my mind's going back. And I'm like sitting there seeing different places with them and stuff. But I don't always remember names. So
I wouldn't remember barely anybody.
I think
Yeah.
you can
I'd
find
have
them
to
in
get
the
the
eyes.
yearbook, the school book, or something
Yeah.
and look.
Yeah.
I'd know their face, but I wouldn't. I can't remember names from back.
Well, yeah, because a
From
lot
high
of it's
school,
been a
that
long
is.
time,
Yeah.
and stuff. But there's still individuals I would love to run into that I haven't seen since
And see, I
then.
went to an all-girls high school, so
Yeah.
I have no desire
So
to go
what?
to a
Okay.
reunion.
So like you went to a girls' school. What was the guys' school?
Well,
Like, what
it was
the-
Western Poly, so Western
Right.
was the all-girls school, and Poly was co-ed right next door.
Okay.
But we didn't really mingle with one another except
No?
in the quad at lunch.
Oh,
There
okay.
was a quad.
Not even like dances or
No,
weekends.
It wasn't
nothing.
like groups that
No.
hung out together.
No.
Like
So
that?
you had no guys to check out.
No, except outside of school.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
all girls.
Wow.
Hmm.
And one way, you know what? I think that's pretty good because you had to stay focused.
Yeah.
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 But that's a shame too because I know I would want to focus on something, you know. And I actually want to see them in their jeans or whatever to
Right,
actually
yeah.
see what they look like.
Yeah, that's interesting.
know?
I got
Right.
that little gap right there from,
Right.
but-
Wow. Okay.
Well, the one guy, I think I told you, it was high school, and he was hot. He was the one that had the cool car and all that, and
Right.
really like
the
seemed-
fast car?
Yeah, he was sexy looking.
Yeah, she
and-
said that.
But
Yeah.
then, and like it was like
I think we're wearing on her.
I know, right? Look at
right?
that.
Yeah.
like, that he wanted to go out with me, and I'm like, now years later, I saw it came up. You know how things happen, and then you're like,
Yeah.
you have the opportunity. It wasn't a reunion, but it was the opportunity. I was like, who is that? I didn't even
You didn't recognize.
whole different direction. Not saying bad. I'm just
Right.
saying I didn't even recognize that person. And interesting.
It's really
Yes.
interesting how you see people from back then and how you can tell how
How
they
their
treated
journeys.
themselves. Yeah, their
Their
You
journey.
can see everything.
Yes.
Mhm.
You can
Yes.
just,
Yep.
and I remember just recently, my mom was coming over. She was with my aunt, and they had stopped by the supermarket, and there was a guy there, an Entenmann's delivery guy that was putting the Entenmann's.
Right.
No, not
Mr. Dessert.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Nope.
Bringing
No.
the sweet
Okay. All right.
stuff.
Okay. Right.
So
Okay.
this guy walks over to my mother, and he's like, I know you. And she's, my mother's always nice. She's like, you do? And she was like, yeah. He was like, you're Shelowann's mother, aren't you? And she was like, yes.
Oh no.
And he was like, I remember Shelowann. You know how you was talking about the guy that had a crush on you?
Yes.
He's like, I remember Shelowann from elementary school, and I had the biggest crush on her
Aw.
all those years. And do you know what? My mother was like, what? She only liked the bad guys.
Well,
Wait a
And of
minute.
course, my mother co-signs with him. Oh, she said she always did like those bad guys. And I'm like, what? You're supposed
Mama,
you're supposed to
Mama,
side
what you
with me.
doing?
You're
Right.
supposed to side with me. And I'm
Say
like,
none of those guys were bad. What are you talking about?
And he was like,
Right.
I always liked her, and she never liked me. My mother tells me the story, and I'm like,
oh my.
I knew he existed,
Yes,
but
right.
it was one of those things where you know someone exists,
Yes,
but you're not
yes.
into them like
Yeah.
that. Because
Right.
we went to elementary school, junior high, and I
Right.
saw him all
Look at
throughout
that.
the neighborhood.
He was on your
But never-
Even when I
his
was
mind.
no.
But never. No, I mean, but he was all. You're right. He was all.
Somebody-
you were always
oh,
on
all
his
that was
mind.
going on all
Yeah,
that
that's
time.
But you were
crazy.
just like, who? What? No.
I know he was a nice guy, but never
Right.
was interested in him like that.
So you did like the big guys?
No, I don't know
Oh,
where
okay.
he got that from.
So like,
Right.
And my mother just
and
co-signed.
then why did he
because
say all
Right.
that?
That's how she is.
What was he up to?
Because obviously he was
Trying
wanting
to
to
get
be.
in the door.
You know, yes.
I never
Trying
went
to
for
get
bad
in the
guys.
door.
Well, but don't forget too, that was a way for him to cover up, you know, and stuff like that
His
for
loss?
his own self. Yes,
Oh.
his own self.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
God bless him.
Well, it's just like the guys that sit there and they have the audacity to come up to you and sit there and say, "Man, I wanted to ask you out so bad." You know, in school or afterwards and stuff, and I was like, "Well, you didn't, so guess what? You're not." You know,
What
like,
you want me to do about it now?
right?
Yeah,
Exactly. It's like, you know,
And you've been
why
holding
do
on
you
to
say
that
that?
for
Time
long?
machine.
Right?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
What? They've been holding on to that for that long?
Yeah,
that
and
long,
they
yes.
see you and they can
Yes.
finally release it.
Right?
That's
Wow.
hilarious.
Or they sit there and they'll pull you aside. Girl, you look so fine.
Yes.
And all this stuff, and it's like, I look fine then, I look fine now,
yeah.
and like you just like keep on going that way. You know,
I
that's
think-
not gonna make me sit there and be
No.
like, "Woo, you
Let's
think
go
I'm
out
fine?"
let's go eat dinner.
Right. It's
You
like,
can
no,
get
go
my
away.
panties anytime you want. No.
Right. That's like when somebody comes on you, like they have that line,
Yeah.
and stuff. And
Yeah.
you're just sitting there going, "Okay, well, you know, that didn't really stroke my ego, but I'm glad you think that. But at the same time, like, I don't want to go out with you. You know, no."
It just makes me giggle.
Yes.
Because we're so. Well, we're different from when we were then, and
Yes.
we're so much more aware and have done so much growing and
Mhm.
been through so much that we can just pet
Right.
him so
But yes, I'm
quickly.
still a lady. I'll still sit there and go, "Oh, thank you."
Yes.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, don't be a
like I'm
itch.
supposed to be sitting there and beholden to you because you said this to me after all this time, you know, and it's like,
Really?
I just, you know, I'm not going to even say what they should do because I don't need somebody come up and do that. Me going, "Oh crap, I gave it to him," right?
Yeah, you know, I've never really, when I've seen guys that I went to school with, that I liked, that I may have liked, I've never really wanted to say that to them.
No,
I haven't either.
I let you so. No.
No.
That's like, no.
No.
But wait, I gotta be honest. That did sort of happen once. It was collectively it happened.
Oh,
Yes, because it was right before I met.
There she goes again.
collectively.
It was right before I met my ex-husband. So why didn't I go out with this guy? Because they actually went to this. They went for the same type of into accounting. Anyways, he was getting ready to go to school to college, and we were at a
Both went into accounting.
They- I
Okay.
know, but he-
all right, so
I
they're
know.
accountants.
No,
you know
I'm
that
just
now.
saying.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. The accountants.
We know where
All
this
right.
is going.
It's two different
Okay.
people. No,
Yes.
we
Just
ended
kidding.
up somewhere, and I never had anything
Think about
to do
it.
with this guy.
Think about it. You're in a dark car. You're down a dark road with it in the back seat of the car with an accountant.
No, but I'm saying my
That's
wife.
wrong.
No,
Way
no,
to paint it
my
like-
my
That's
wife.
just.
Guys,
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my
My
God!
life could've went this
What
way
does not
or this
add up
way.
here?
You walk
Okay,
right
so
into
go
it.
ahead,
You should have
sorry.
just skipped
Okay.
the
Okay,
account
go
now
ahead.
just
part.
listen
Go
for a
ahead.
minute.
All right, we're
Sorry.
gonna
So
listen.
I'm at a
It
bar.
doesn't add up.
I'm at a bar
Okay.
with some friends,
Okay.
I see, and I never had anything to do with this guy. He was in the jocks, and I wasn't in any group.
A
In
jock
high-
accountant.
Yeah, he was on. No, he was on, in high school.
Okay.
He asked me to dance, and we actually had that conversation. Like that, actually, we realized that. Actually, I think he told me that he was interested, and I was like, you know, what would happen if we would have went out? Blah blah blah. I don't know. It came up while we were dancing. But
I looked at him and said, "Well,
yeah, but he,
wait a minute. See, now I don't like that either. Wonder
He
what
sent
would
me a
happen.
letter
I
when he
wonder
went
what
to
would have
school.
happened if we would have really hooked up back then. Well, guess what? We didn't. So it doesn't even matter
Well, because
anymore.
we were talking
So that's
about-
like another lame opening to sit there for her to go, really, you. Oh, maybe we'll go out now. But you're an accountant.
But he went to school and
Okay,
he sent me a
like-
letter. And if he was not out of state, I might have kept going out with him
Because he sent you a letter?
because
Dear
because it was,
Jeanette, I have been
I
thinking
love
about you
you
and
so
was wondering.
Do you have any assets?
Yes, do you have? I was
Well, if you're gonna
wondering,
ask me that,
you know,
let me
what would
tell ya.
happen if we would have sat there? We would have added it up, yes. Like, boring. Boring.
Oh my God, that's a
No,
lot
I'm
of
just-
work.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot
Get
of
him to
work.
loosen up.
Yes, I know, right?
Wow.
Ain't nobody got time for
Oh.
that.
You poor thing.
Alrighty then.
But
You know,
that
we
is
had-
cool.
we
That
had-
is,
we had the-
but that is
we had the
neat. That's a
Josh.
hallmark. That's her hallmark.
We had the Josh
moment.
on you, though.
But the
Yes.
thing is, to
Yes.
see where he ended up is what I'm trying to say. Is all these years later, I've seen now where he ended up. Is
Where'd
what
he
I'm
end
trying
up?
to say. Yeah, he's very successful. And
Yes,
stuff.
everything added up for him.
Yup.
And he's boring.
I know what she's
Pro-
thinking about.
He's probably boring.
I
and
know
he's
what
probably
she's thinking.
alcoholic. Does he? And he probably has a boat.
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
I don't think
okay,
I don't
good.
know if he has a boat.
I just figured you love boats, so you know. You got that excited look in your eye.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I don't know the whole picture.
And he's prominent in the
She
community.
should start playing with her bracelet and
I
stuff.
know.
Whatever. Whatever. Hey,
So he's still married?
Kids?
He's married?
I don't really look. Yeah, he's married. Of course,
You,
I'm
wait a
joking.
minute. I was going to say, don't you ever say, I didn't really look at it that much.
You know it.
That's
you
right.
Y'all know
You
you do the
scope
same
it.
thing. You
You
know you do the
scope
same
it.
thing. Yup.
No, I don't scope it as much as you scope
well,
it.
because
You
when the
really
person
get in
comes
there and
up on
scope
their on their own, actually, because
So your
She
friends.
scope it like swimwear.
when you get friend
So your
request-
friends.
yes, because when I got a friend request, I then asked somebody else. No, was that
Oh,
me?
you went and checked out with somebody
Oh my
else?
God,
No,
it just keeps
no.
going.
I got the friend request
going.
sent to me.
Yes. And then
I didn't want to start doing that, like starting accepting friend requests from people from high
Back there,
school because
right.
I only had a few of them.
I got a bunch on mine.
yeah.
Well, it started. Now it's okay.
So okay. So what'd you find out about him,
Yeah.
Miss Snarky?
Just that there wasn't much to find out.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have all the stuff public like some people.
No, he doesn't. But he
No LinkedIn page.
Yeah, people put everything on there.
I know,
Their
right?
whole life history.
there wasn't a lot
Okay,
on there.
right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Still, it's different than what.
Do you wish? Shoulda, woulda, coulda?
No, not that much. I was just bringing up the story, but I'm not missing
Okay.
it. It's just seeing.
At the time.
I'm just
Right.
seeing the difference of could have happened because at that time I was interested, and then I met my ex.
So
And
you
I'm
had
just
two
saying-
accountants.
I'm just saying I knew they
This
were
is
both.
the journey this way, and this is the
That's
journey
what
this
I'm
way.
trying to say.
I took this way because I thought it would be so much better, and stuff. And I ended up should have taken that one because see that was light filled, gorgeously beautiful, and that one was dark.
Oh, no,
like
that's
so that's what people do on their journey all the time. They're going, oh, it's all golden over there. That's the way I'm going to go. No, man, you should have taken that footpath. You know. Yep.
Yeah,
So he's
so-
successful. How do you know he's successful?
He's not what happened in my situation, and that's all there needs to be said.
No, how do you know he's successful?
Business? Person?
He didn't experience what I experienced with my ex. I'm saying
Wait a minute, how you...
Wait a minute. No. How do you How do you know he hasn't experienced
True.
that with a former and stuff with an ex or anything else? You don't know
Well,
that,
right,
right?
we
could have been
so,
on
but
the other end.
how did you get the fact that he was successful?
I mean,
and
I guess
prominent?
I probably really don't know. To be honest, I didn't
Right.
really look into him that much. It still crossed my. You can't look too much if they're not really there.
I'm dizzy.
Oh no.
Well, you
But
keep asking me.
I
So,
know. I'm going
mean,
to keep
if you
asking
want,
you.
She's gonna be dizzy 'cause
See,
she's
this is
gonna
what I
keep asking me
mean.
questions.
When we run into those individuals from the past or from school and
Mm-hmm.
a reunion and stuff like that, how many times do you later you go check them all out?
And this is why I
right?
went to only one reunion, and I never went back.
How many times? Right? I don't I don't
Yeah.
check them out. I look for the individuals I can't find. Right? The ones that aren't on Facebook and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
You know, it's
I
like,
can't
oh my
find
God, I
them.
had so much
I
fun
still
with that
can't find
person.
them.
Like, where are they at?
I cannot
And
find them. It's
nope.
a couple. I don't
Yeah.
know what
No.
the heck.
And then when you have reunions, it's like nobody ever asks them, or they say,
And they're not
no,
gonna
we
be
can't get a
there.
hold of them, and it's like, yeah, right.
Ugh.
But if you get a
because
friend
I know a
request,
couple people
you don't
sit
look?
there.
You don't look people up when you get friend requests?
If I get a friend request, yes, I
Like
will go
from high
try to
school or
find how
whatever?
much that I can see on them, whether they're a real person or not a real person.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff. And some of them, no, I do not take.
Right.
My personal page is my personal page for a reason. You know, if they want to go on the work page and follow that, that's great.
Yeah.
You know, but
I think it's interesting how some people always go to your personal page and they never
right.
go to your other page.
No, and they always
And
want to
it's-
friend me on my personal page, and I'm like, I'm sorry, this is family and stuff, and you know, it's personal what I'm posting in there. You know, I share a lot of things on my work page, but yeah, so and yeah, I don't need these guys to thinking that. Thank you, Linda, and stuff. So, but I just wanted to bring this up tonight because just like I said, we did a neighborhood reunion, and it was very fascinating. I did get to see a lot of friends, and I hadn't seen in a long time, and that was lots of fun. You know, but that's as far as it went right there. I had a good time. Thank you very much. Bye.
That's it.
Yes. So.
Yep.
All right.
What? I went to my 5-year high school reunion,
You did.
and that was it. I never wanted to go back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
didn't
never.
go
I
to
only
any.
went, and they all looked the same. Everybody seemed the same then.
Well, yes. You're still in
And-
high school, basically
Yeah.
energy.
Yup.
Yeah.
So I never went back to any
I
of
bet
them.
it brings back so many memories.
Oh no, I didn't like my 5, and I went only because a friend of mine, her husband, was like, "Dad, you're going," blah, blah. And I was like, I don't want to go to this thing. And once I got there, I was like, yeah, this is just like still being in school.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just
Yeah.
like, But I didn't go to the last couple of them because I'm going, no, you don't invite everybody. Or they're inviting them, but they're not really getting through. And I remember one time I was on the committee that I had to try to get a hold of everybody and stuff. Well, they gave me the name of this one individual whose wife, like, he's not allowed to even look at me or talk to me because she's so jealous. And it's like,
Oh,
of
Lord.
what? Like, nobody wants him. I definitely don't want him. So it's like, you gave me that number to call? Like, oh my God. Hello, yes, I'm calling to talk to him. She'll be like, y'all need to do this. I'm not doing it. right there. So, yeah. But anyway, okay, thanks for joining us. Let us know about your reunions and those individuals that you haven't seen in a while and how much they've changed, and if they're still hot or not. Right? That's right.
Hottie or naughty.
That's right. So until next time.
All right.
Peace out.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.